Hey everybody, I am back with another Life as a Flight Attendant episode. This one is about commuting. In the beginning, when I started my career, I was not a commuter, and now I am. I am a registered commuter with my airline, so they know I do not live in base. Pretty much what commuting is my base is Phoenix, but my home is Dallas. So like my address is there, all my permanent mail goes there. Everything that is permanent about my life is goes to Dallas. And they know that. And that way if I ever get stuck in Dallas, like this past week, it's been storming and all that stuff. So DFW airport kept closing down. That way they know, oh, she wasn't in Dallas kicking it. That's home for her. So life as a commuter is very different. I maintain life as a commuter as a reserve. I try to literally maintain a home in Tempe just in case. Tempe is a suburb of Phoenix, where ASU is. Me and my roommate, Deanna, we rent a condo in Tempe, which is a light rail, walking to the light rail, and it's 4 light rail stops from the airport. She has a car. I don't have a car here. Her dad is here. I don't have any family here. So, um, it's easy for her to get around and it's easy for me to get around. Eventually, she wants to go to Chicago, where she's from, and I want to go back to Dallas. So we decided to rent a condo to save money. It was costing us lots of money to live on our own. We both have our own room, our own bathroom. There's a guest bathroom, a huge kitchen, a garage, washer and dryer. But pretty much I maintain a home in Tempe. What you can do as a commuter is do a crash pad. If you want to do a crash pad, that can have anywhere between 6 to 12 people in and out of the crash pad. You can stay in hotels. I know a lovely flight attendant she stays in hotels whenever she's on call. It's because her mom works for a hotel that she can do that. But financially, I would not recommend that to anybody because that's a lot of money. Because some days you'll be on call for 4 days, for 6 days, and you may not be called until the fourth day. So if they're charging you $89 a night and then round up with taxes of $100 a night, that's $400. $400 just to stay in base for a week. It's just up to you and how you want to financially plan. I know flight attendants who have homes where they rent their spare bedrooms out to other flight attendants that they know are commuting. It's just completely up to you where you want to stay. I wanted my own space, my own little home away from home. So this is my home. I have my own room. I decorate, I clean up. I have a closet full of stuff. Like if I am just in base and want to go hang out with coworkers or friends or just want to go out, like that's what I do. That's what I chose to do. It's decorated. Everything is mine. Whenever I go back to Dallas, everything will be sold. So it's just pretty much up to you and your decision. How I try to commute is I bid for specific trips whenever I'm on reserve to get in before a certain time. So I like to be in no later than 2 o'clock. That way, if I have to catch a 4 o'clock flight home, that's 6 o'clock in Dallas. It's a 2-hour difference. Right now, on the first, it'll only be a 1-hour difference. But I don't like to get back late because my boyfriend has to work and he has to work at he has to be up and leaving for work at a crazy hour. Like I have to be up and leaving for trips. He has to be up and headed to work. He has to be clocked in by 6:20. So I don't want him to be waiting around for me to get a flight, and I don't want him to have to do that. So what I do is just pretty much a bid to get in early, and then I bid a standby preference where I'm done no later than 2. Sometimes that does not happen, and I just stay home, stay in my second home. It's mine. It's mine. It's my space too. So we just Dee is gone to Cancun, and I'm here on call. So, and then I leave for something on Wednesday and she'll probably be back and be on call. We kind of have our own space. That way, I violate her, she violates mine sometimes because we get bored and we love each other. We're like sisters. But as a commuter, it is a lot of work. You do have to plan and prepare. I have like 3 different things on my phone to book my non-revving flights, to check my non-revving flights, to see how many seats are open, to see how many people are above me, what's going on. Like, I have all type of things to non-rev accordingly, and to take care of business accordingly. So yeah, that's what I do. Um, as of when I'm coming back from Dallas, this is a hub to hub situation, meaning a major hub to another major hub. So a lot of connecting flights have happen out of both hubs. So flights are genuinely full. And so a lot of times I have to jump seat. I have to check my luggage, and I'm okay with that. So what I do whenever I have to come back in base, I come back the day before. I don't even try to risk it to do it the day of. I come back the day before. I try to catch the earliest flight of the day. So usually I'll catch this 6 a.m. flight that gets to Phoenix at 6:32 in the morning. That way I just have a whole day of prepping for if I go out the next day. I can do laundry, I can get everything situated for my work week. So that's what I genuinely recommend if you are commuting. Don't be the one that gets caught out of base because you thought you were going to get a later trip. Don't be the one that's like, oh, I'm on standby, da da da. They're not going to call me and I'm number this, that, and the other. Like, there's been a point where I was on standby A and I was like number 25, and we normally don't get called if you're past number 10. Number 25 got called, and luckily I was in base already. I wasn't like, oh, I'm not going to get called because I'm number 25. So I got called for a trip, and thank the God in Christ that I was in base, because I couldn't imagine them finding out, oh, she called out because she wasn't in base. Just make sure you're in base. If you have a line, it's easy to commute in on the days you know you have, because you know you have a trip. You know on the 15th you're going to LA at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So of course you can pack your bag the day of and just roll. And a lot of senior people do it who have lines. They just commute in the day of a trip. Just know your city that you're commuting in and out of. Make sure you check and see how many flights they have and how far apart they are. I know LA is easy to commute out of because LA to Phoenix is a 30-minute flight, and then it's an every hour to hour and a half that we have a flight there. Dallas is a very busy flight, but I know every hour and a half to 2 hours we have a flight there. But if you know you stay in East Podunk of nowhere, and like, I'll use my son's, the closest city my son was to. My son was close to Shreveport. I'd have to go to Dallas and then catch a flight from Dallas to Shreveport. They had that flight every 4 hours, only twice a day. So if I missed the first one, I'd be sitting for 4 hours before I could try to catch another one. So you just have to be prepared, and then look and see who you have an agreement with to non-rev on. I can non-rev on Southwest. I can non-rev on Spirit. So if I know something's going down on my airline, I can jump on another. So just be prepared to be in the airport waiting to get a seat. Be prepared to be on the jump seat a lot. Just be prepared. That is pretty much my spiel about commuting. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section or email me. Don't forget to check out the giveaway. It's still a few weeks left in the giveaway, so just check out that and see if you want to enter in the giveaway. And thank you guys for watching. Love you. Bye. Stay fly. Bye.